He's ignored. Short one. Oh, dear, that's a bad mistake. Bad turnover, and Kerr could make them pay here. Embley's on the break.
And he loves this situation, Amber Embley, in familiar territory. Out his lair at half forward with a bounce and another. Maybe one more. Yes, one more. 3 bounces and a left foot goal to lift the spirits at the start of this game for the Eagles. Brilliant stuff.
Bombers bring it back in. That's an ordinary kick. And uncontested mark taken by Waters on attacking 50. He wants to give it off to the big Q stick, who's loading up from 65. It's a floater. It's a big floater. It's good enough from the Q stick.
Carlisle has taken his position as well. Ryder, Natanui, hurried clearing kick for the Bombers. Not so good from Melksham. And beautifully taken by LeCras. It's his usual technique, holds the ball up and goes back and calmly slots it through for West Coast third.
Back to Reamers, look out, run down, good tackle, Scott Selwood, a ripper.
#1 tackler in the AFL, Scott Selwood. Get a good view on it. Natanui, danger time here for the Bombers. Oh, he's ready for it, the umpire. He's Josh Kennedy, so it helps when you're a big forward and you can lay tackles, not just rely on marks. He puts it through and suddenly the Eagles have a decisive advantage. I think the Essendon player saying he threw it. And that's how I saw it as well.
I cannot believe it.
Into Shuey. They've got away with one there, the Eagles. And all the other players were caught out of position, so Cox can work it into a pretty vacant plot of land in the 50. LeCras, he got even at the top of the square. He saw him, but it was Nikoski that chopped it off. Same result. Goal to West Coast.
To Hardingham. Oh, it's a dodgy on handball to Lovett Murray. Intercepted by Scott Selwood. Handball comes back to Smith. Here's Kennedy, had a quiet afternoon. Oh, fends off McVeigh and he gets away with it. Kennedy just runs into goal and kicks it. And McVeigh says, what about me?
Middle to Matt Prittis as well. Advances the cause up to the 50. Lynch has to work hard to get there. Oh, they got the beautiful bounce. Kennedy again, devastating to Selwood. Open goal. Flirted with the post, but made no mistake.
To Melksham, to Monfries, back to Melksham. Great tackle by Ebert. Natanui threw it again, out to Cox. Quick handball off to Shuey. Fletcher lays the tackle but manages to dish off to Kerr, who went for the ambitious bounce. Spins around on the right, kicks towards goal. Magnificent Daniel Kerr. Kick was in the direction of Ryder, couldn't take the mark. Mopping up his Shuey, and he goes inside the Cox, who was left all alone. No worse than about a 30-degree angle. He gives it off to LeCras, who kicks for goal and gets another one. How easy was that? Carlisle underneath it again, takes the mark. No, he doesn't. Kennedy manages to spoil. Carlisle's good enough to get it to Myers, who blazed away only as far as Hearn. And he does the unselfish thing. He shorts it to Kennedy. It's a goal. It's a big buffer now for West Coast.
Quite make it out though. That works to the West Coast advantage. Kerr pulls the trigger on one of those penetrating handballs. Creative for Selwood. They work the Lucy. Kennedy, there's a man in the goal square. Instead he goes short for LeCras. Still a man in the goal square, Ebert. He's still on his own. And he might be able to either mark it or shepherd it through. He just stands his ground and watches it sail beautifully over his head.
Eagles lead by 20. Shannon Hearn will be kicking from 55 metres out. Still in play, and the mark has been taken by Kennedy.
Or has it? It has? Yep, it has. He's just checking the goal umpire.
So Josh Kennedy plays on and kicks his fourth.
He's got to come late, and he had to spoil. That turned out all right. He kept on coming. Kerr just blasting away. Boom or bust for the Eagles. Boom!
23 disposals, 11 contested possessions, 6 clearances, 2 goals for Daniel Kerr. Natanui's away, has a bounce, lopes to the 50. Nick Natanui.
It's a sign of the Bombers. Not much run there for Fletcher from that kick in, and this is the result.
And with the momentum, Hearn takes it into the 50, and the crowd, from a very satisfied West Coast crowd. Cox comes in, some more finishing touches, and delivers their 17th goal. The old and the young going hard. And somehow Natanui able to seduce the ball and get it out to Cox. Top of the square. Lovely body work from Embley. As we speak is 45. Embley comes in. The dam has well and truly burst. They lead by 51. They'll be massive underdogs there, but are they any chance of upsetting Collingwood or doing further damage later in the finals? We'll just watch this goal because they're going to go from one coast to the other. The West Coasters from one goal to the other, and another goal on the board. And Selwood kept on coming, and where's one? Very high.
Love it. Murray's added a bit of excitement to the contest.
He has. Here's the big cue stick. And this is sailing home too. Been a joyous second half for the West Coast Eagles.